Alright, what's good everyone? Welcome to my first video, I guess. Today we're going to be reacting to Can Ex-Best Friends Forgive Each Other? And I feel like this is going to be extremely entertaining. So we're going to watch it and we're going to see what we think and what's going on here. Okay, so let's just see what's going on. Let's do it.
Life is short. Can we just move on and be friends?
Fascinating question. Yeah, you just from the look on his face, I don't think he wants to be friends. He's like, no. It makes you wonder what the heck happened, right? I think that's the point. Oh wow.
Hi,
Hello.
Hello,
who are you two and what are you doing here?
I'm Cody.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Gabby.
I'm Ella.
Okay.
And we're ex-best friends.
How does it feel to come in here today and talk?
It's kind of
Does-
weird.
There's a lot of different people.
I haven't seen her in so long since everything happened.
How long has it been
Oh.
since you spoke?
About like a year, maybe.
Last New Year's.
No type of conversation, surface level even?
There was some rude messages
Oh, okay.
Oh,
tossed back and forth, but that's
We'll get
about
into
it.
that.
Should we take a shot? Can we take a shot?
Yes, you can start with the shot.
Okay.
Cheers. Good to see you.
it is fascinating how uncomfortable they all are. It is fascinating. Some of them are okay. Like Cody and Tyler, they seem like they're okay being around each other. You know, he's even like, "Oh, it's good to see you," right? A lot of them just they look like they feel really uncomfortable. They look like they feel really uncomfortable. But you know, I don't know. I'm just saying, it's cool. they, which is, I think this is the point, right? It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to be a weird situation that they're in. So I guess it tracks. It makes sense, right?
When did you know our friendship was over? Oh man. You can still answer your question?
Oh yeah. When you fucked my girlfriend.
Oh,
I knew it was over when
oh shit. Why? Why did she get that look on her face? Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Just pause for a second. Pause for a second. Look at her face when he's
When you fucked my girlfriend.
Why? Why she knew the answer? There's no way she didn't know the answer. There's no way she didn't know the answer. Tell me how she's looking down at her hands like she's so ashamed of what happened. Oh no, but you knew the answer. Look, right before this, she's like smiling. She's like, oh, I wonder what he's gonna say. But now she... Why are you surprised? Why? What else would the answer be? Oh my goodness.
I knew it was
Oh.
over once like you were like messaging me on Discord. Being like, I'm gonna come kill you.
Whoa.
You and I were
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. How do you get to that point? Damn. That's worthy of arrest, by the way. That's worthy of arrest. I don't know. I mean, some guys joke around like that, but I mean, obviously it wasn't because that was how he knew the friendship was over.
Pike Place Market at the same time. And you and I were at Pike Place Market at the same time. And I hadn't met your baby yet, and I hadn't seen you in a long time. And I was told that you guys saw us and you passed by us. And my aunt sent me a picture that she took of the market sign, and you all were staring right at us.
What?
Yep.
I would love to see this picture.
I
'cause
have it, absolutely.
I genuinely didn't see you. I would have walked up to you if I did.
I hope so.
My bad.
I like how the first one was like, "You fucked my girlfriend." The next one was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come kill you." The third one is like, I'm pretty positive you saw me when we were at the same place and you didn't say hi. So that's how I knew our friendship was over. Like the difference is crazy. The difference is crazy. How fickle does your friendship have to be for that to be the end of it? For you to know that that's the end of it. That's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. That seems a little over dramatic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just saying it seems a little over dramatic. Just a little over dramatic.
I guess. Earlier this summer, I was super
Look,
depressed.
you can even see. You can even see. She's like confused.
My bad.
My bad.
I guess.
I guess.
Earlier
Like, what is the like? Because it's not that serious. It's not that serious. I don't know. There has to be more to the story. That can't literally be the story. Oh, I stopped talking to you because like you saw me at a market and you didn't say hi, and I found out from a photo and I didn't say anything to you about it. Like she's shocked. She's shocked at learning this information. So she's learning this information way after they stopped being friends in the first place. But somehow that's when she knew that they weren't going to be best friends anymore. I can't.
summer, I was super depressed and I felt very suicidal. So I reached out to our group chat and I felt like I wasn't being taken seriously. So I know I lashed out saying that if you guys were going through shit, I would be there for you.
You were not specific at all. You just said, I have bad feelings. And then when we talked the next day, then that's when you said that you were having suicidal thoughts and everything. And then after that, you kind of just shut yourself off forever.
That night that you were messaging.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I must say. I don't have anything to say about that. But, you know, I don't, yeah, no, I don't have anything to say about it. That's really unfortunate. That's one of those unfortunate situations. This is why it's important to remember that if you need to reach out, reach out. You can explain what's going on. Now, of course, if she did reach out and she was like, "Oh, I'm having bad feelings," and nobody was like, "Oh, what are you feeling?" right? And they started making fun of her, that's not good. But we don't know if that's the case or not. Let's not make assumptions here, okay? Let's not make assumptions here. So, we don't really know exactly what happened. All right? So, if she did say that and then she was getting made fun of and nobody was taking her seriously, like, oh, okay, that's one thing, right? You know, you should be curious, have an open mind, ask what's going on. You shouldn't just like leave her in the dust. But, you know, if she said like, "Oh, I have bad feelings," and then, you know, they were kind of curious, but they were kind of joking at the same time, like, you know, there's a way you can do it, especially in a group chat like ooh, bad feelings, like you make a little bit of a joke about it, but then you're like, "Oh, but like what's going on?" Yeah, I don't know. You know, something there's like a fine line to walk. There's a fine line to walk. So, I there's a lot of detail that needs to be filled in before you can make any assumptions about what was going on there.
Me that. Like I was genuinely, I like stayed up, like scared that you were actually gonna come over. 'Cause I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on.
So mad.
What were you causing a scene about?
We went to a party and the party turned out to me leaving with some random guy. He like stole my phone in the process and
But didn't he beat you up too?
he like beat me up in the car and then like held a gun to me and
You thought we set you up.
yeah, no, 100%.
Which I promise you had no part in that. I had no part.
I don't know, dude. I was just sad.
Okay. Well, all right. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. So Tyler said that he knew that they were going to stop being friends after Cody was like, but keep in mind, only like 3 of the groups revealed their names. And to be honest, I only remember those two's names. So whatever, it doesn't matter. But you know, so okay, so they went to a party. They went to a party. He got his phone stolen. He was beat up, and he had a gun held to him. And then he thought that Tyler set him up for some reason. There must have been some reason for him to think that. So he's like, "Bro, you fucking set me up. I'm gonna come kill you." Right? Like, which honestly, you know, it's a little bit of an overreaction, but it's also a fair reaction. I must say that's a pretty fair reaction to have. You know, if you think that somebody set you up for that situation, I'd be pretty mad too. Tyler even says it. He's like, well, I would be mad too if I were you. But then why was that the end of their friendship? Right? Would it not just be clear up the miscommunication and move on? I feel like I'm missing something.
And fucking, she was always there. It's like the availability aspect of it.
Conveniently.
Dude.
Wow, that's crazy. Availability and convenience. That's crazy. She knows that that's fucked up. She knows that she's fucked up for saying that. Look at her face. So bad. That's so bad.
Slept with.
You know how I fucking was back then too. You know, partying and fucking, you know. It's not anything that was like malicious.
That's malicious. I don't know how else to tell you that, but that is malicious. I mean, take accountability for it. Move forward, right? But like, you can't deny the malicious nature of the act of sleeping with his girlfriend. I mean, also, that's not entirely her fault. It's the girlfriend's fault because why are you giving in to that, right? Like, oh boy. Could you imagine if he's still with the girlfriend, but he stopped being friends with her? Oh, whoa, that would be crazy.
How do you think I could have handled it better? How could you have handled it better?
I know I could have handled it better where I was more specific. It's not really easy to tell someone straight up that you're suicidal, though.
Agreed.
But so I thought that saying that I'm having really bad thoughts was like the best way I could convey that.
I felt really weird from the way that you said what had happened and how it was like immediately attacking us for not being there when we had no idea that that's what was going on. But if I had known just how dire the situation was, I would have come to help you and support.
Okay. So I honestly, that's actually really sweet. That's kind of sweet. I'm not gonna lie. At least I think so, right? Because you know, Gabby is her name, right? I think. And now I forget the other one's name. Ay ay ay. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? So she's like, oh, I actually could have been more specific instead of just like saying that and then kind of lashing out. Like I definitely could have done that, right? And then the other girl's like, well, I get it. If I had truly realized that that's what you were going through, I would have. And, you know, I wish I did. I wish I did understand. And that's honestly, for me personally, that's enough accountability. The perfect amount of accountability for that type of situation. It's actually, so I actually think that's pretty sweet the way that that's being said. And you can kind of see it on Gabby's face too. She's like, damn, like this kind of hurts. I really should have approached that differently, I think. And I I hope that that's how I do that in the future. I'm realizing like that was kind of strange the way that I did it. She's like, shit, scratching her head. At least that's the impression that I get. That's the impression that I'm getting out of this. So,
You.
How could you have handled it better?
I think that I should have just fucking checked in on you more, bro, because it's like I would have gone back.
there's only one answer. There's only one answer to this. There's only one answer. How do you miss the only answer? How could you have handled this better? I could have like not fucked your girlfriend. I get it. I'm sorry. Come on. Come on. There's only one answer.
And I would have took more responsibility. I would have been more considerate of your feelings.
I would have taken more responsibility if I was like, what if we hung out more? Maybe I should have made more of an effort to hang out with you. And then I could have taken more responsibility. Oh no. Oh no. That is not how that works. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I would have reached out more. I would have been a better friend, bro.
How could you have handled it better?
I would say at that.
We could drink.
Yeah, let's take a shot.
Have you talked shit about me since our friendship ended? If so, what was the most horrible thing you said?
Huh. I think it's interesting that they took the drink, by the way. I want to go back. I think it's interesting that they took the drink. Because it's like, we don't really, like, it was just a fucked up situation. It's almost kind of like, the kind of impression that gives is that it was almost like circumstantial. Like they didn't really have control over it. That's the kind of cop out it kind of looks like he's going for. He's like, you know what, let's just drink. Let's both drink. Because and I actually feel like that's pretty consistent with a lot of guys' friendships. It's just like, you know what? If we're gonna decide to be friends, we're just gonna like, nah, whatever. It's in the past now. Which is kind of unhealthy, by the way, right? But I don't know that they're actually going to continue being friends after this. I just think that was a little strange.
We could drink.
Yeah, let's take a shot.
Have you talked shit about me since our friendship ended? If so, what was the most horrible thing you said?
Fucking Christ, dude.
Fuck.
Yes, I've definitely talked shit about you, obviously.
The most horrible thing I said was probably, I felt like
Hey, the honesty is refreshing there. Yeah, of course I've talked shit about you. Come on. I mean, like, people talk to each other, right? It doesn't always have to be talking shit. You should be respectful about someone when you're speaking about them behind their back. You should still be respectful, right? You can still observe their behavior and what's going on, right?
you were sabotaging the relationship before like it actually needed to end.
I had a problem with your loyalty.
Yeah.
So I'd be like,
Why do I
why are you
back
so
out?
quick to cut me off?
At the time, I was
Oh, okay. Okay. So now we see. Now we see. So actually, what it kind of looked like is Tyler knew that the relationship was going to end when Cody said, "I'm gonna come kill you," because Cody was really quick to be like, "Okay, I'm gonna cut you off now because like you did this." Like there was no double checking. There was no like, "Hey, yo, what? Like I don't know who did this. Like, did you do this?" And he's like, "No," and but then instead it devolved into threatening. So that makes sense. Now it makes sense. I see why. But I wonder what evidence there is for that claim. I mean, sometimes, people are just looking for someone to project their anger onto. So, I'm not sure. I don't know.
pissed. I was calling you all kinds of stupid, slut, bitch, hoe, everything that there is
I
in the
imagine.
book, bro. Just, you got me down bad for real. Because I thought we were like fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's
What's
fair.
my toxic trait when it comes to a friendship?
You just disengage whenever you want.
I think you have a hard time listening or hearing another person's perspective sometimes.
I feel like your toxic trait was kind of using me when you needed me and then discarding me when you didn't.
I was just trying to give you space to be your own person. I felt like I was around too much and depending too much on you.
Yeah. When we kind of stopped being friends and you moved out, you were just like, I have a new life now. Peace. I was like, oh, okay. See ya.
That's strange. That's strange. Okay, wait, hold on. I want to go through this. I want to go through these. Okay, so first of all, this situation is fascinating. This is actually pretty consistent with a lot of depressive behavior, but that's a different topic, right? I think it's actually kind of fascinating. This is a completely fair, like, analysis to make. You can see Gabby. She's just kind of accepting it. She's just like, yeah.
Another person's perspective sometimes.
She's like, yeah, okay, I get it.
I feel like your toxic.
She's like, like something clicks. But it was almost kind of like when you're telling someone something and they're like, yeah, I get what you mean, but they don't get it at all. It just kind of like something like that. That's kind of what that seemed like. But I don't know. I can't be sure. But she's like, it seems like she's just absentmindedly nodding her head, honestly. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think we're gonna find out any more information about it, so I don't think it matters.
toxic trait
And
was
this
kind of using me when you needed me and then
this is just crazy too. I don't know.
discarding me when you.
I guess I'm not surprised. That that's the toxic trait. When earlier the reason the friendship ended was because you saw me at a market and you didn't say hi. I'm never gonna get over that. Could you imagine you're friends with someone for like, I don't know, a year? It sounds like they were living together. They were roommates, right?
Didn't.
I was just trying to give you space.
We kind of stopped being friends and you moved out. You were just like, I have a new life now. Peace.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they stopped being friends when she moved out. And the way that the other girl knew, the way that she knew that the friendship was over was because of the market. That I cannot. That is crazy. I'm inclined to believe the toxic trait here. I'm inclined to believe that that's actually what happened. That she was just using other people.
I was like, oh, okay. See ya? Never, I guess.
I get that. I can see how it would look like that.
I get that. I can see how it would look like that. What else would it look like? That's awfully that's interesting.
Why did you unfollow me on social media?
I didn't. Wasn't me.
Yeah, it was me.
Why did you unfollow her?
Well, when I had this conversation with her best friend, well, the conversation didn't go very well, and so it made me want to block her by association. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Wow, she realized how fucked up that was as she said it. In real time, in real time, it made me want to block her by associate. Uh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I feel like if you
Is
Her
she?
by association. I'm sorry.
I feel
Yeah, you see her. She looks down. She looks down. She's like, "Oh fuck, dude, that's embarrassing." I get. At least she realized when she said it out loud. To be honest, at least she realized, right? I think that counts for something.
like if you had actually asked me or talked to me about anything, things could have been different.
Hey guys, this is Kelly from Cut. You can play these games at home.
Damn.
Did you know that? You'll
Seems very forgiving.
What?
Skip through the ads.
Why did you unfollow me on social media?
Bro, when I tell you every time, for the longest time, I would think about you involuntarily, just be like, fuck. And I see your picture on Instagram, you out there having fun. I don't want to sound like a dickhead, bro, but like, I was just like, damn, I just don't want this bitch to be happy right now. Like, even though I loved you, right?
Yeah.
On some shit.
Yeah.
But like, I was just like, man, fuck her.
Damn. I mean, he's being really honest about that situation. That's kind of impressive, to be honest. Yeah, I think, right? Because he's sitting there. He's like, dude, honestly, I just did not want you to be happy. I was really mad, and honestly, I get it. I get it. She goes, fucks his girlfriend, and then he's like, yo, I thought we were tight. What is happening? Like, this is crazy. And he went through it. He went through it, but he's sitting here willing to acknowledge it, and that's valuable. I think that's valuable. It's also very entertaining.
Suffered the most due to our friendship breakup?
Me? For
Why?
sure,
Yeah, I
me.
agree.
For sure, me. Yeah, because I'll text you, be like, I miss you. And you'll be like,
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting.
What prevented us from working it out?
I think ultimately immaturity.
Me personally, I haven't really.
That's an interesting response. Immaturity? Because if I was the guy in that situation, I'd be like, honestly, like, at this point, I forgive you, but we ain't never talking again. That's what I would do. That's what I would do personally. I'd just be like, I get it, but no more.
I wanted to work it out because you are friends with so many people that just don't like me.
I disagree because I was friends with them the whole time that we were friends, the whole 4 years, and they still didn't like you then, they don't like you now. Nothing's really changed, but
I guess
the
yeah.
only thing that's changed was between you and me.
What I could say is like you have always.
That's 100% fair. Actually, that's fair. They don't like you, but that has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. And also, if then the blonde girl was at the market with the other friends that don't like her, why would they go and say hi? I mean, I guess she could go by herself, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's really not that big a deal. It's just saying hi. I don't know.
He's been willing to work it out, and I can see that from like the shit you sent me. But yeah, I was just working on myself. I had like a lot of shit going on, and I like to present myself, right when I'm hanging out with people. And
but I like know you.
yeah,
I
know.
That's what friendship's about. And I need you to not be.
Damn, that's actually crazy. So Tyler is like, bro, like I was trying to like, I still fuck with you, like we were bros, and like that's what friendships are for. Like I would help you out with that. Like our friendships, we're supposed to rely on each other, which is true actually. That's 100% true. You're supposed to rely on your friends. You're supposed to be able to rely on them when when stuff happens, when shit hits the fan. And if you just disengage, you're not building a relationship anymore. And that's just like, you know, that's just not right. So that's actually fascinating.
Worried about how you look to me in my eyes. I always loved you. For you,
Yeah.
you know.
Damn.
right.
Tyler actually sounds like a really nice guy. He sounds like a really nice guy. That's actually really sweet. Damn. I'm not gonna cry. I promise.
Why did you invite me here today?
You know, after you did what you did with my ex, I was hella sad, you know, and I guess I kind of missed you over the last year.
A weird way to do it.
A weird but kind of fun, you know, way to
Yeah,
get past
it's
you
like that.
fucking my girl.
All right, now I'm sus. Now I'm sus. He it's a fun and weird way to get past fucking my girl. Does that mean he does hold his girlfriend accountable for that? And then they broke up and now he's like, nah, I actually just miss my best friend now. Like, I don't know. Because, okay, let's look at this from a different perspective, right? If the girlfriend was willing to cheat on him with his best friend, maybe the best friend was actually doing him a favor. I mean, it's still fucked up. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was just a favor at that point. I don't know.
Figured that if we're never gonna speak again, I needed like a little bit of closure.
We were thick as thieves, so like.
I mean, that's fair. Because that's crazy. Just like moving up. By the way, I'm moving out, you know, in like a month. Oh, okay, cool. And then a month goes by and it's like, okay, by the way, I'm never going to talk to you again. Peace, bye. That seems so petty. It just seems so petty. Especially compared to the other conversations that are being had here. It's just, that one makes you just want to facepalm into oblivion. Like, I don't, it's kind of crazy.
There's a part of me that always missed you.
Yeah.
All right, sister, your turn.
Damn, you really see, Cody cannot, hold on, look, Cody looks uncomfortable. Tyler's like, bro, there's a part of me that's like, always gonna miss you. Like, we're bros still, in my eyes. Like, that hasn't changed. And Cody's like, yeah.
That always missed you.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, dude, what? But I don't think Cody gets it. I don't think Cody gets it. I don't think he's going to be able to overcome his fear of building a relationship, because that's really what it seems like. I mean, Cody acknowledged himself that he just disengages all the time. So, I don't know.
All right, sister, your turn. Last card.
Last card.
Stop. Don't make that face.
Life is short. Can we just move on and be friends again?
Life is short. Can we just move on and be friends again?
Fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Come on, brother.
I don't know how to feel about these.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
brother Dan.
Yes.
So,
Any day.
Can we just move on and be friends again?
Is that what you want?
You know, after this conversation, I'd like that.
Yeah, I would.
Let's go. Let's go. Accountability. Accountability has been chosen. Accountability has been chosen. Yes.
I do miss you.
Oh, no, it's sweet. Now I'm going to cry. No. No. No.
I don't know if we could ever be friends again. So what do you think?
I think that it would take a lot of work. And
It's crazy because one of them blows up and completely insults the entire friend group, and it's like, yeah, we'll be friends again. The other one the other one like gets his girlfriend fucked, and then you know what, he's like, yeah, let's be friends again. The other one threatened to kill the other one. Okay, he threatened to kill him after he got jumped at a party. Okay, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, we'll be friends again. And then these girls are just like, you left and with no closure. I don't know if I can ever be friends with you again. I mean, I wouldn't either, to be honest. It just seems like super petty and toxic. They both kind of seem like petty toxic girls. I'm not gonna lie. They both seem pretty petty and toxic. I'm just saying. but it's just funny because everyone else is just like, yeah, fuck it, we'll be friends again, fuck it. And then they're just like, oh, I don't know. What do you think?
And a lot of change between both of us, and if I'm being honest, I'm not sure if either one of us are willing to put in the change that it would require. Maybe when we're old and wise and we realize that we were being stupid, like
Call me after you have a baby and we'll revisit this
right,
question
exactly.
then.
Maybe in a few years.
Bro, I got my homie back. I'm just saying, bro. We got, come on. And Mr. Homies Over Hoes. Remember that?
I think that's the
Okay.
thing that
That's fair, honestly.
makes friends is like the fact that you could like have these awful things happen and that you could still make it work.
Cheers, to
Cheers.
moving through it.
Moving through it.
Aw. That's the sweetest one. That was the sweetest one by far. Anyway, I think this was a fascinating video. I think this was really a fascinating video because it really shows how you can kind of work through anything unless you're petty and toxic like those girls are. You know, you really can just like work through anything. But that's it. That's it. There you go. I hope you enjoyed watching. I certainly did. This was rather entertaining, to be honest. So that's it. There you go.